is essential for life. Humans use water for drinking, cleaning, and daily living. Even though water is crucial, today, more than 2 billion people worldwide don't have access to clean water, and over 3.5 billion people lack proper sanitation system. This could eventually lead to poor health.
This problem exists because water equality is not the same everywhere. In some areas, the water is not safe for drinking, bathing, or cooking. This issue significantly affects the quality of life of people around the world.
Therefore, Sustainable Development Goal 6, or commonly known as SDG6, focuses on ensuring that everyone has access to clean water and proper sanitation system. This is vital for both global and local levels.
Clean water and sanitation means that everyone must have action to save sufficient and clean water for drinking, cooking, cleaning, and daily use. It also includes purpose sanitation system, sure as toilets, wastewater manager, and preventing waterborne disease.
Clean water is not only about clear water, but also water that is free from disease, safe from harmful chemicals, and available in sufficient quantities. Proper sanitation means effective waste and wastewater management to prevent harmful impact on both human health and environment.
Goals and targets of SDG6. The main goal of SDG6 by the United Nations is to ensure that everyone around the world has access to safe water and sanitation by 2030. One, safe and affordable drinking water for all. or ending open defecation, especially for women and vulnerable groups.
I'm here in the Chesapeake Bay standing at a beach that's been closed because the bacteria level is considered unsafe for swimming. Even here, just 50 kilometers from Washington, D.C., wastewater is a problem. In developing countries, where more than 80% of all wastewater is discharged directly into waterways, it's more than a problem. It's a crisis. We produce wastewater every day when we flush the toilet, take a shower, or wash our dishes. This wastewater typically includes human waste, soaps, solvents, pharmaceuticals, and other chemicals that pollute the water. Industries, hospitals, and farms also generate wastewater, which can contain harmful substances like germs, pesticides, heavy metals, and even radioactive materials. Ideally, wastewater should end up at a treatment plant before it's discharged into water bodies. However, this is often not the case because the infrastructure is either inadequate or non-existent. We've come to rely on natural water bodies and ultimately the ocean as the world's biggest wastewater treatment plant. This is most evident in coastal towns and cities where infrastructure can't keep up with population growth and untreated wastewater flows directly into the ocean. Untreated wastewater is causing numerous problems globally. Most obvious is its threat to human health. 1.8 million children under 5 die each year due to water-related diseases. On top of that, it's destroying aquatic environments, which provide countless natural benefits, as well as goods and services worth trillions of dollars. Wastewater contributes to dead zones, water environments that are almost completely void of life. It contaminates beaches and threatens tourism, and it generates greenhouse gases that cause climate change. And this is the ultimate irony. Wastewater is actually a valuable resource, and we're just flushing it away and harming the environment in the process. When properly managed, wastewater can provide solutions to more than one problem. It can be used in agriculture, reducing the need for increasingly scarce fresh water and expensive chemical fertilizers. Wastewater sludge can even be used to manufacture construction materials and generate biogas and biofuels, providing opportunities for green employment and social well-being. So keep this in mind. The ocean is not a free wastewater treatment plant. Preventing untreated wastewater from entering the environment is easier and cheaper than dealing with the consequences of pollution. How can we do this? By increasing our wastewater treatment capacity, protecting and building green infrastructure to better manage stormwater runoff, changing our household, workplace, and industry practices to reduce the amount and toxicity of wastewater, and of course, safely reusing wastewater rather than flushing it away. If we manage our wastewater effectively, we can turn a harmful pollutant into a valuable resource.
3. Reduce water pollution, improve wastewater treatment, and increase recycling. Four, improve water use efficiencies and reduce water scarcity.
In a time of climate change and increasing urbanisation, it is vital to improve the way we manage water in our homes and urban communities. Collaborative approaches between the Victorian State Government, local government, water corporations, traditional owners, catchment management authorities and the development industry are improving the way we manage water in urban areas. Integrated water management places water security, livability and the health of waterways and landscapes at the heart of servicing our urban communities. IWM considers the whole water cycle, including waterway management, wastewater treatment, flood management and water scarcity, and it enables the community to enjoy broader benefits such as urban greening, urban cooling and more desirable recreational spaces.
5. Implement integrated water resources management at all levels.
What the hell?
Holy cow! You did a good job. Throwing water bottle in a recycle bin. Thank you, bro. What's your name?
My name is Luku. What's your name, bro?
Roy Banye. Are you hungry?
Yeah, I'm good right now.
What are you waiting for? Let's go, buddy.
Six. Protect and restore water-related ecosystems such as rivers, forests, wetlands, and mountains.
Including to report from UN, World UNICEF every now half to the world population still just have action to save and clean water statement. About 1 in 4 people around the world still lacks action to clean water.
However, there are many interesting examples. In Singapore, there's a new system called New Water, where they change wastewater into clean water. In Africa, there are many NGO projects that are trying to bring in clean water system to remote communities. This shows that with collaboration and innovation, we can really improve things. This is Jackie from Mexican Chihuahua Report. We have been hearing so many complaints about the water problem in Mefalong University. Today, we're gonna look for some victims. ใช่ไหมแล้วมันก็แบบเนาะ Excuse me? Do you have a moment for interview?
What a beauty.
I'm Jackie.
My name is Roy Banye, and this is my friend, Ru Jinter. You can ask me anything,
Anyways, what are your opinion on insufficient drinking water area within the university?
I think this unit should add more and more water source point, and people should carry personal water point. Bottle.
And what about the sanitation in the bathrooms?
I think they should inspect pumping system and create an online reporting system.
Nice. What about flooding during the rainy season?
Oh, I think improving draining system and adjust leaks can.
What a nice advice! And for the last question, what do you think about wasteful use of water? For example, leaving the tap on while washing your hands.
Just turn off the tap. That's all.
Alright, thank you very much. That was really helpful.
6. Solutions and development approach. Addressing water-related challenges is not solely the responsibility of governments. It requires the active participation of all stakeholders. The following approaches are essentials. 1. Water conservation. For example, turning off taps when not in use and utilizing rainwater harvesting.
The project that we're currently working on in Trotwood is what we call a wetland and stream mitigation bank, and that is where we've taken a piece of land and worked with Five Rivers Metro Parks here in the Dayton area to design a system that recreates what was on the landscape before. And in that case, it was largely a giant wetland complex. over 90% of Ohio's wetlands have been lost. So there's a big push and actually some economic drivers to go out and restore land to its pre-condition, and that's where I get involved. We design wetlands to restore pre-settlement condition. We use modeling and data that involves watershed management. We look at the entire system. We calculate runoff volumes and we figure out how big these wetland complexes might have been, and we help to go and build them here in Montgomery County. The engineering concept that we use here to bring the hydrology back to this site, to make it a wetland again, we had to remove the tiles, and in this case what we did was install about 1,000-foot subsurface wall, and that was pounded all the way through the perimeter of the site. And that wall essentially intercepted all groundwater that could leave the site. So this site that we're looking at is essentially a giant bathtub that has been modeled to understand how much water this system can hold and how much needs to be released at certain times of the year. The groundwater has essentially come back to the surface, which is what would have happened before development occurred in this area. So we've almost restored this system to what it wants to be, and that has enabled us to put diverse plant species out here that can only grow in very unique situations.
2. Water resource management through reforestation, the construction of reservoirs, and the development of efficient drainage systems.
Behold the glorious toilet. Push the button and everything gets flushed away. Never have to think about it. Where it goes, it's gone. Like magic. Well, not quite. What you flush down the toilet or put down the drain doesn't magically disappear. The drains and toilets in your home are connected to a huge maze of underground pipes and pumping stations that lead to a wastewater treatment plant where used water is filtered and cleaned before being released back into the environment. Townsville and Magnetic Island have 6 wastewater treatment plants. Together, they treat nearly 30 million litres of sewage each day from almost 200,000 residents and businesses. That's a lot of poo. But sewage isn't just all poo. In fact, 99% of sewage is just dirty water. The rest is made up of solids, chemicals, fats, nutrients, and some items that shouldn't be in the sewage network. These items must be removed before water can be returned safely to the environment and the natural water cycle.
3. Wastewater treatment and recycling. Treating wastewater for reuse to maximize efficiency.
Water pollution occurs when harmful substances are added to our waterways, including ponds, rivers, lakes, and the ocean. Water pollutants include sewage, the wastewater from factories, the seepage of chemicals from farms and other agricultural activities, oil spills, marine debris, and the flow of stormwater from land to waterways. So, how does water pollution affect the environment? Water pollution is harmful to aquatic organisms. It can cause them to die, move to new environments, or change the balance of an entire aquatic ecosystem. Marine debris also has a direct effect on large aquatic vertebrates like seals, dolphins, and turtles. What can we do to reduce water pollution? Make sure sewage and wastewater is properly treated. Reduce the use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides on farms. Reduce our reliance on fossil fuels. Direct stormwater to treatment facilities rather than directly to waterways. And never litter. Let's keep our water clean. And as always, thanks for learning.
4. Pollution control, enforcing stricter regulation and implementing effective measures to reduce water contamination.
We're on a mission to give 2 million people all around the world clean water. This village in Malawi now has clean water, impacting over 1,000 people.
This starting here in Malawi. Let's give away some water. We just installed this pump.
This is going to be the first time we use it.
So the first cup of water is going to the village chief. Oh, he's down in it.
This entire community used to survive on water collected from puddles like this. And every drop had to literally be carried by hand. That's what they do every single day.
What does this water look like? I mean, look at all that dirt. If I drank this, would I get sick?
Yes, you probably shouldn't.
I think we can all agree this is very unacceptable. I mean, look at those chunks of just dirt in this water.
They will no longer happen now that we have that well.
With local leaders, we made sure that clean water is no longer a concern here.
Bro, look how excited they are. Over 1,000 people that live around here are going to be supported by just this pump.
Next, we went to South America, where we received an amazing welcome from the people of Colombia.
You guys are too kind. You don't have to do this.
Amazingly, the pump for the local water source was designed from spare parts by one man with no formal training. You built this with recycled bicycle parts.
Sí.
And this well is what's currently supplying over 1,000 people with water.
Sí.
Oh my goodness. Out this pipe comes water that the communities are drinking. And at first glance, this water doesn't look too bad. But really, there are little particles of dirt and more importantly, bacteria that is constantly getting everyone here very sick. Which is why, literally right beside the well that Cristo made with bicycle parts, we built this giant water filtration system. The system filters water in 3 stages. This removes dirt, sand, and large particles. The water is then pumped into here, which removes the bacteria and even smaller particles. And then it's pumped into here, which removes the saline, so that fresh water can be pumped through this pipe.
5. Universal access to clean water, ensuring the development of water distribution networks and community-based filtration systems.
Kiribati comprises of low-lying islands. Any change in the ocean conditions are really important. It's also crucial to try and improve the coastal inundation part of the forecast so that people can able to respond accordingly to specific warning levels. Just imagine the vast region that we are responsible for in terms of providing ocean services, forecasts or warnings. It's very challenging when we have very limited monitoring systems around the region. I just want to acknowledge the support from Government of Canada through the cruise project under the World Meteorological Organization for supporting the coastal inundation project.
6. Climate change adaptation, establishing early warning system for flood and drought.
We have had our bright and sunny days. Now the monsters have come out to prey. 'Cause we wasted water in many ways. Splash and splash, our water's gone to waste. Stop the tap from running all the way. When we clean our brush will scrub away. Stop the shower when we want to so in future we can go. We have to do something today. Come on, it's time for a change. Let's go save water before it disappears. Let's not waste water. We'll start right now, right here. Let's go save water before it disappears. We won't waste water. We will protect it, have no fear.
7. Public awareness and education. Schools and families should play a key role in fostering responsible water use among younger generations.
Conclusion centerable. Solution water related. challenge demand, conservation, eradication effect, management of multi-stakeholder, competition, clean water, and adequate sanitation is not only objective of SDG6, but also fundamental to human health, quality life, and global sustainability.
Although our university is only a microcosm of the broader issues, collective effort from both societal and international levels could lead the world to a future where every individual has access to safe and clean water,